All right. It looks like I am live now. So yeah, I can just be waiting for our guests to come so that we can have a chat. It's a very interesting topic today. We'll be discussing how can we go about, going to West Africa and manufacturing the machines that side. I see there is already a guest. Oh, three of the guests are here already. um, please introduce yourselves. I want to know where you are, and so that we can be able to put a place to the face of a person who is here. I just want to know who is here, and then which location you are actually watching me from. West Side TMZ says, hello, my in Tanzania. You are just my neighbor, just next door. I think when you want a machine with you, it's not a problem. I can manufacture a machine, take it in my vehicle to the border, drop it there, and you come and collect it. No problem. Tanzania and even Kenya also. Kenya is not a problem. I mean, somebody from Kenya can just cross the border in Tanzania, come up to the Malawian border, collect their machine. Hazel, welcome. Thank you. Greetings, King Ted and your Queen Shelley. All right, Shelley is not here with me now. She's up there. She's watching me doing this live. Robert Jordan says, Robert in Washington State. Thank you, Robert. Welcome. Yeah, Hazel said Houston, Texas in the building. Houston. Yeah, welcome. That's great. I see we have got 8 guests already. Yeah, today I want to discuss because, we are manufacturing machines and Malawians have embraced these machines. They're doing very well. But now we're seeing people interested in the machines, more especially in West Africa. As for our friends in East Africa, we don't have to worry anymore because we can send the machines to them easily. Even in South Africa, it's not difficult to send the machines. We can always make a way. But West Africa is a big challenge, guys. So today, let's see if we can come up with some solutions. I see Natalie says, hi from Savannah, Georgia. Okay, Savannah, Georgia. I've never heard of that. I've always heard of Georgia, Atlanta, but not Savannah, Georgia. Okay. And David says, greetings from Florida. Yeah, Florida. Is it the town that is close to the sea? They were talking about the water rising. Is that Florida? So Hazel says it's in town. Okay, it's a town. Okay, Savannah, Georgia. All right. Okay. Yeah, so I'm so very excited. And also I've got great news. Over the past few months from January, it has been very quiet with our business. But, it was very depressing, but it gave me time to start thinking. So in my thinking, I was thinking of I need to diversify because I can't just concentrate on making cement block machines. So I decided to start thinking. I lay on my bed, start thinking and brainstorming. And then I said, why not go into agriculture? Because somebody asked me, said, Ted, can you manufacture a soya sheller? So I've been doing my homework, sleeping very late. I've been sleeping 2 o'clock in the morning. The happy companion can actually attest to this because 2 o'clock I'm still awake and he's doing his lives at 2 o'clock in the morning. As I do watch most of his lives. And at that time, I'm still brainstorming. So I just went on Facebook and shared a picture of the soya sheller, and I said I want to go into agriculture. Now, there's plenty of people who want me to manufacture soya sheller machine for them, and some of them they're wanting, the silage maker, the one that you use to make animal feed, and some other people they want me to make. The one for maize, maize sheller, someone's groundnut sheller. So I was in town looking for parts and everything. So I might be making my first silage maker. After that, I'm going to make a solar sheller. So I'm sure people from West Africa also, they will need these machines, because I understand a lot of people growing soya there, they're growing groundnuts. So yes, okay, let's see here. Hazel says, giving her blessing as well. Thank you, thank you. And I'm sure she's watching. She's watching, and maybe she's going to comment if she sees this. And then West Side said, think about come to visit your shop. Yes, please, please, please come and visit us. We will take you, give you a tour. We will explain the history of the shop, and then you will be able to see our products, see how we do our manufacturing processes. Yeah. Blessing to all the kings and queens in the chat. Yes, yes. Greetings to everybody. Thank you very much. If you're just coming in, please introduce yourself. Tell us where you're watching us from. Bernard Chukunde said you should learn computer programming and learn robotics. You know what? I've always wanted to do that. I've even bought introduction, the introductory set for Arduino, the Internet of Things. I've got it up there. My daughter was playing around with it, making things flash and everything. But I'm always very busy for me to be able to get to do robotics. But once this workshop is finished, as you can see, I'm talking from the workshop's kitchen. Now we got lights because of the solar. And then I can always, when the office is finished, I can always at night, do some research and learn more about robotics. So yes, it's always in the book, because once I start manufacturing these machines, I can also incorporate the robotics in there. Yeah. So Hazel says, this is great. Yes, great indeed. Great. I'm so excited. Over the past 3 months, I was very depressed, seeing that we are no longer busy. I was worried about my staff. Last month, I had to pay them from my savings, from my pocket. And this month, I had to do the same. And I even told them, I said, hey, guys, things are not looking good. But now I think things are going to be okay, because I see there's a big demand. And parts at the hardware. The guy who loiters around the hardware told me, if you're going to make solar shaders, I'm going to be your marketer, because this is a hot product. Because this year it looks like they're going to harvest a lot of soya, and there's a lot. There is also one of the municipalities from one of the districts, the district's people, they told me that they want to buy a few of the solar shaders for me. So things are looking good, looking good. Yeah. So yeah, the main topic today is that there's been a big look. Whilst the cement block machines sales have slowed down at the moment, there's a big demand in West Africa. So there's a lot of people, they are angry with me because they really want the machine to be in West Africa. But for me to ship the machine to go to West Africa is a big challenge. But then one of the subscribers, I wonder, I don't know if she's here. She sent me an email and she said to me, Ted, why don't you just, because one of the videos I did before, I said I could just pack the machine, put it in my car and drive to West Africa. But then the challenge is that there is conflict in the middle here in Africa. So it will be very difficult for me to maneuver through there. So she said, no, Ted, don't take a chance to drive through there. But why don't you just come to Nigeria or Sierra Leone or Senegal or Gambia and then just come and make the machines here? And I said, but really, it's a brilliant idea. A few years ago, I think 2 years ago, I did also planned to do the same thing, but the corona disturbed. I had even found partners that I was going to work with, and after this, I'm going to speak to them and see how we can do this. But yeah, now I'm fired up. I'm ready. I'm ready to come to West Africa. So yeah, we need to discuss this, because I have to make the trip when I know that if I go there, the business is available already. So I need to know how many people are willing to buy the machine. They are ready for the machine, so that I can take the leap and then fly down there in West Africa. I've never gone anywhere else in Africa other than South Africa. I've passed through Zimbabwe, I've passed through Mozambique and Zambia. I've never been to West Africa. I've never been to East Africa. So being in West Africa, I think it's going to be great. I will really, really love it. Uh, Natalie says, please be encouraged. Business has its ups and downs. Yes, really. But it was tough. I paid my guys last month and this month from my savings. Can you imagine? And I told them that I don't have to keep you, but I'm keeping you because I just believe that things are going to get better. But yeah, so now that we will start making agriculture products, that's going to be, because agriculture in Malawi also is like that's the main business in Malawi. So construction, agriculture, we are always going to be in business. And United says, what countries are you planning to go in West Africa? Any country. If I have 10 people in Nigeria who wants cement block machines, I'm going to Nigeria. If I have 10 people in Gambia who wants the machines, I'm going to Gambia. If Sierra Leone, I'm going to Sierra Leone. You see, so even Burkina Faso, I can go anywhere. You see, so that's what I'm trying to do. First find the business, the market, and then I can leave. Natalie says, okay, Bernard says, don't send it to West Africa. Africa doesn't have patent laws like the West. Someone might steal your machine and do it themselves. You know what, Bernard? It's very difficult for anybody to protect their ideas in Africa. Now, let's just be frank. Let's be honest. The main thing is that for me, I just need to build the market and just make my machines durable and also put some guarantees on there that will just put the machine in on like protect the machine. Like here in Malawi, even if I can patent my machines, it's not going to help me, So the main thing is for me to make sure that I find the market and to be the first one to be there. And when I'm there, work hard. By the time people start copying, I will be smiling all the way to the bank. So yeah. So yes, I'll try to do the patenting, but I don't really believe that it can really work for us here in Africa. Hazel says, I wish I was there to be part of the marketing team. Yes, I would need people, like in West Africa, finding the market and saying, Ted, come. So we work out on the commissions, how we're going to do it. I'm prepared to spend 3 months that side. So when I get there, it's going to be busy. We're making machines. We'll find a workshop that we can work with. I will teach them how to, I'll design some jigs and then teach them how to do the things. And I was also thinking that each country that I'm going to go, I need to leave a footprint. So what I'll do is when I go to that country, I'll do seminars, training sessions with welders there and teach them how to make the manual machine. The manual machine, I'm prepared to share the idea. So I'll teach them how to make the manual machine. I can teach them how to make the wheelbarrow so that I empower people. So when I leave, I have actually gave back to the country and leave a footprint. So yes, some finish, each one of them will leave with their machine that they've manufactured, and they'll also leave with the wheelbarrow that they've manufactured. If we get a good enough contribution, and they will also leave with a few tools that they need, like grinders and stuff like that. So more especially, it would be nice to work with technical students who are just finishing technical college, graduating, and then we give them free training, which will be sponsored by you guys. And then if I leave a country, Nigeria or Senegal, with 30 people that have shared my knowledge and passion, I think I'll be very happy. Most of us said go to Kenya. I'm even thinking of going to Kenya, because if I drive from Malawi, I would just pass a border going to Tanzania. Then I would drive through Tanzania and then get to the border of Kenya. That's how simple it is. So I would like to go to Kenya. If I get some contacts that side, I would definitely also go to Kenya and see if I can also leave a footprint in Kenya. Hazel says, I'll get better. I will get better. Yes. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Mr. Cool K doing it a new way says, I'm moving to Gambia this year. Would love to meet you. Keep on pounding. I definitely, if you are going to Gambia, we should meet. I've been in touch with the arrivals. So when I get there, the first people that I'm going to visit the arrivals, and I want to meet them because they, inspire me. Yeah, I love what they're doing. I want to work with them. Just sit down with them and just get their wisdom. It will be great. So yes, if you're in Gambia, if I come there, I would like to meet you. I would like to meet all my subscribers. Yeah. So Snuggle68 says, drop the link. What you want, my WhatsApp or by WhatsApp? Let me put my WhatsApp. WhatsApp. I'm not a computer smart guy, so you'll be see. I'm supposed to be like when I'm doing live like this, showing you the screen. Somebody must teach me how to do that. So if I want to show you things that I'm doing, working on the computer, so I can be talking and showing you on the screen, I don't know how to do those things. So yeah, you have to excuse me. Hezo says no, he wants to come on your panel. Okay, on the panel, is it for the the idea that I want to do? Yeah, what I would do is let's meet on the WhatsApp. Then we can form a WhatsApp group. Then we can be discussing. See how we can work this. So yeah, when I finish, I'm going to share the WhatsApp. I'll open a WhatsApp group. You can join into that WhatsApp group, and then we discuss how we're going to work this thing out. Soma said Kenya is more modernized than West Africa. I've heard that Kenya is developed, is very well developed. But for me, it's not only going to a place because it's developed. Going to a place because there's opportunities. So I am after opportunities. So I can go to even the most poorest country, but if there's opportunities for me to sell, I mean, Malawi is one of the poorest countries, and there's plenty of opportunities for me. So any country that has got opportunities, whether modern or developed or poor or whatsoever, I'm prepared to go. Yeah. So I just want opportunities, and the main thing also, when I leave that country, I want to leave a footprint. Yeah, empower some people and share my passion, share my ideas, and help them to set up businesses. So that when I come back to my country, I know that I went to Gambia, I went to Sierra Leone, I went to Kenya, but I also left a footprint. Yeah, that's the idea. Lady Matt says, hello from Blantyre. Hi. I'm in the house. My neighbor in the house, Blantyre. Yeah, you're welcome to this live session. You're welcome. Please contribute. Let's share ideas and see how we can work this thing out. Heather Eugene says, King Ted, is there area code? Do I start with the 00? Okay, our area code is 00265. And then my cell phone number is 8888498815. But if you're in Malawi, you don't have to put the 00265. So I've just given you the full number. So if you just type it the way it is, you're going to get me. You can even WhatsApp me and call me. There are so many subscribers that are calling me, and we're having a chat. And some of them are the ones who are suggesting that I do this. Instead of just sitting down and complaining, why not just pack my bag, take my templates and my jigs, put them in the bag, get in the plane, arrive there, whatever country in the West, and then I work with the guys there. We manufacture the machines so that the Gizmo machine can be now available in West Africa. I'm so excited. I'm so fired up. Lady Mas says, opportunities and footprint, beautiful dream, uncle. Yeah, that's always my dream is, when I'm not here, people must talk about me, but they must talk good things about me. So that's my main goal. So even here in Malawi, I'm trying to always leave a footprint wherever I'm stepping. And in South Africa, I even left footprints there. I've helped a lot of people, young people. I used to teach them how to sell. I used to do sales trainings there in South Africa. So yeah, I've helped people how to attend interviews. A lot of young people got jobs when they were going for interviews. They used to come home for a lesson. I'll teach them and they'll get a job. So yeah, everywhere I want to leave a footprint. Enzo says, okay. And Elity says, please like the video. I'm told it helps the algorithm. Yes, yes, yes. This thing, this live thing, I need to get it into my bones, because all the people who do live are always encouraging people to like, so that it helps with the algorithms. And also, don't forget to, if you're new, to subscribe, please. This time now, I'm begging for subscription. Please subscribe. I've got a plan, because I'm learning now that YouTube is a business on its own. So it's actually, with my research, I've learned that YouTube is the fastest startup business in the world at the moment. So yeah, people are actually doing good with YouTube. So please subscribe. I need to, this past month, I've managed to get 490 subscribers. But this month we've started, I want to hit 1,000 subscribers. So please subscribe. All right, I'll keep on doing these live sessions and make it exciting. I'll give good content all the time. And then the guru says, hello from Miami, USA. Hope you're doing well. I'm moving to Ivory Coast, Abidjan later this year. I'm definitely going to be keeping up with you and your channel and your products. Yes, the guru. If you are in Ivory Coast, you need our machine. Just mobilize people who want to build and who can buy the machine. If we have 10 people, I'll buy a ticket, come to Ivory Coast and make my machines there. I am prepared. I want to leave a footprint in the whole of Africa. That's what I want. We must have our machines all over in Africa. All right. Natalie Horing Company says, happy to see the excitement. You guys are doing an amazing job. Please continue to help our young people. Yes. I'm very passionate about our young people. The reason why I'm very passionate about the young people is because I just came to realize that the young people who are growing up at this time are the luckiest generation ever that set foot on this earth. If you are between 18 and 30 years of age, you are the luckiest generation. I'm actually jealous about it. Just imagine I am over 50, and I am actually enjoying the opportunities that this generation is exposed to. So I'm trying my best to open the eyes of the young people to see that there's plenty of opportunity. Look at Wodemaya, how he's doing. Look at Miss Trudy. Look at those young YouTubers, how there's Ayamara from Kenya. Even his sister, she's doing very well. They're traveling all over the world because this generation is the luckiest. All you need is a phone to become somebody in this world. If you have a phone, myself, I know all the things that I know because of the phone, and I'm trying to teach the young people to understand that. And many of them are failing to understand it, and they think, when I talk to them, they think I'm crazy. But really, this is the luckiest generation. But I am also lucky to have had a share of this generation. Yeah. So Hester says, beautiful family, as you come in, share, subscribe. Yes, please, family. DC, welcome. What is happening with the audio? Can everybody hear me? Because DC said she's struggling to hear me. Lady Matt says, I'm also trying to build my channel. Have been a fan of watching, but want to start the channel for real. Yes. I'm going to do a video very soon to share how I have grown my channel organically. Since I started, with my YouTube channel, I never had the opportunity like many YouTubers where they had an opportunity to meet somebody like Wodemaya, and who has helped to boost them to expose their channel. I've never had that opportunity. The only opportunity that I've had recently is when I've met now Mark Meets Africa. Since I met Mark Meets Africa, he has helped me to gain at least about 500 subscribers, which is a very, very boost for my channel. But most of the subscribers that I have here, I've grown them organically, and I'm going to share the secrets that I've used, the secrets that I've managed to reach you guys, so that you can subscribe to my channel. I've worked so hard. I used to sleep 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been to different YouTube channels of other YouTubers. I participated in their conversations, and that has helped to bring people. Some of you are coming from other platforms like Black Acres for the Gambia. You're coming from the Arrival. You're coming from all those other platforms, even Wodemaya, and some. I even try to take part in channels in Europe also, so that I can get some mileage from those areas. That's how YouTube works. And life becomes very easy when YouTubers work together. So if I can work with like the way I did with Mark Meets Africa, it helps because his YouTube subscribers were exposed to my channel, and my subscribers were also exposed to his channel. So we almost like exchanged some subscribers. That's how I see it. I'm a businessman, so I look at things. Everything that I do, I look at it from an entrepreneur's perspective. And I learned that the same way that I've grown my business, doing the marketing and everything, I can do the same strategy. I can use the same strategy on my YouTube channel to grow my channel. So I am very confident, but by the end of this year, I should be hitting over 10,000 subscribers. So please, if you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe. I'm enjoying myself. I'm very happy because thinking of the idea of saying that instead of worrying and thinking, how can I send my machines to West Africa or South Africa? Why not just go there and make the machines? After all, Africa now is becoming smaller. We are one people. So the borders, one of these days, the borders are gonna go. So let's work with one another, take advantage of our Ubuntu togetherness, and then we grow ourselves. Eriti says no problem with audio here. DC, can you hear us? Let me see. I don't know if DC can hear me but now, because I didn't want her to be part of this. Yes, the children, the the youth of today, they are the future. If Africa is going to now start excelling, it is this generation that is going to do it. Our generation should just be there to groom them, make them understand the mistakes that our forefathers and the mistakes that we ourselves have made, so that they learn from them, so that we don't keep on repeating the same mistakes over and over and over. So we should be working with the youth, and we should try our best and see that they start seeing the opportunities. Because what's happening nowadays is that many people can be sitting in front of their laptop or in front of their phone, and the opportunity will be screaming to them. They will never see the opportunity or even hear the opportunity. That's how we are missing out nowadays. When the opportunity comes, we are failing to actually see opportunity. All right. Natalie says she can hear me. Sweetie says no, it's fine. Josie said audio is back. I thought it was my connection, but the video was clear. Oh, okay. Okay, DC says she had to go out and come back again. All right. Big up to Mark. Yes, big up to Mark. Every day with my team, we keep on talking about Mark Meets Africa. We always talk about it. Just being around Mark, you just feel the energy. The energy around him. It's just it just transfers the energy into you. Even you can see the way I am nowadays. I'm so fired up because that young man, I'm telling you, he's going to go into greatness. I'm telling you, into greatness. And I love the fact that he's aiming at understanding. I shouldn't say he's aiming at understanding. He now understands Africa from the grassroots. And once you do that, when you start moving up, then the sky is the limit. That guy, I don't have words about him. I don't have, and I'm looking forward for him to come back to Malawi. We work together. Elapse says Ubuntu. Yes, Africa, we have Ubuntu. We should be proud of ourselves and use Ubuntu to our own advantage, because if people can work together, life becomes very very easy. If all of you have got one goal and then one destination, it makes life much easier. But if other person is going this way, other one doing this, it doesn't help. You won't go anywhere. Yeah. So Elapse said borderless. Yes, Ubuntu. Yes, borderless. And I'm sure, I'm very confident that the youth that are growing up today, they are going to open the borders. They are going to take off those imaginary lines, and you would be able to travel anywhere. It just needs us to just be humble. And once we are humble enough, then we will be able to see the opportunity that is there if we take away those imaginary lines. I'm telling you, a lot of things we can achieve in Africa. Imagine if I can be able to now just decide here in Malawi that on Sunday I want to be in Nigeria, for instance, and then I can just travel. If we can build a railway infrastructure, a highway infrastructure, I can just get in a train, and then, but in the next 2-3 days, I'm in Nigeria. How easy it could be. It would be very, very, very nice. Sweetie said it's the same times, but it's okay most of the times. Lobster said audio is fine. Hazel said it's difficult getting a visa. Yes, in some countries, very difficult getting a visa. Like if you arrive in some countries, it's like they're saying, what do you want in our country? But if we can just get rid of all these things, if our leaders can just think about this and try to solve this problem, like those imaginary lines, they must disappear. If they can just go, oh, I'm telling you, my machines would have been already in I don't know, even out to the north of Africa, they would have been there already. But now things become very difficult because of the lines that we drew. Lady Matt says, for that, I think I have to subscribe to this channel. Share his channel link. He has Yes, we need to have Ubuntu. Each and every African has got the Ubuntu in them. Yeah, it's just a matter of just realizing that you have to go to that Ubuntu. It's that thing that makes you think about your neighbor. That edge that you have, that you just want to know your neighbor. That's Ubuntu. So once you're sitting at home and you see there's a neighbor there, and you getting that edge that you just want to know and greet that neighbor and know who he is, that's Ubuntu. Yeah. Masoma says no border Africa will never happen. People don't want foreign people in their tribal lands, especially. Yeah, that's where the problem is. But I'm noticing how, okay, yeah, most of the young people who have the fear for people from other countries, it's not something that like they inherited. It's actually something that is being planted in their minds. So there are some people, elder people like us who are planting this negativity in their minds. Where you think that a person who comes from on the other side of the line is not your friend, is your enemy. But I can take you today and say, okay, let's go to and see where the line was drawn for the border of Malawi or border of Kenya. You won't be able to see it. It's all imaginary. They just put it there, and that imagine a line that is there that you can't see. It actually stops us from seeing one another and being friendly to one another. Just imagine. And some of the people who are just living just next to those imaginary lines, they are families, They are one family. You find that the other family is on this side of the line, the other family is on the other side of the line. How sad is that? Like for us, Malawi and Zambia, we are like family. We speak the same language. If I go to Zambia, I can speak with the people there, my language, they will understand everything that I'm saying. Just imagine. Yeah. So he says, is it difficult getting visa in your country? How does it work? No, Malawi is a welcoming country, and it's not difficult to get a visa to come. And there are some other countries that don't require even visa to come to Malawi. So it's not that much difficult. So yeah, Musoma says no border Africa will cause more conflict. I don't know. I don't know. The for me, the first thing, I see things very differently. I don't, when I want to make my decisions, I don't use fear to guide my decisions. I use the opportunity to guide my decisions. Even when I experience a bad experience, I don't I don't take out the bad experience from it. I take out the lesson from the bad experience. I have taught myself to always be positive, and I believe that we might be afraid of having a borderless Africa. I think we have conflict because we have got borders. That's why we have conflict. Yeah, because if when once it's borderless, there's no need for people to fight one another or to fight for whatever, because you can travel and go anywhere you want to go. So I don't think that the borderless Africa is going to bring conflict. Maybe, but I don't think so. I don't believe that. I think it will just help us to connect with one another. Uh, the guru said, "You put that well. Borders don't just keep people out; they keep people in as well." Yes, and that you just find yourself enclosed in a box. Huh? There are some people who have never traveled, who have never gone out of Malawi. They are actually in a box, and the people, those people who have never traveled, they don't know. Like that life is not only this life that we know, that the life that we're living, life is something else. Life is it's unbelievable. You go to South Africa, you find that people, they have got a different lifestyle from what you have, but it's life. And those people who are in South Africa, who have never traveled, they're also in a box, because they don't know that if they come to Malawi, there's another world that they can experience. If I travel now and go and go to West Africa, it's gonna be a wow factor for me, because I'm gonna be experiencing, like a new environment, a new lifestyle. So these lines, they're just putting us into be living in boxes. We should be free and go anywhere we want. Yeah. Yes, the lines are there to cause division. Ojuenio Geli says, greetings. Please, if you're just coming in, let us know where you are now, which country you're watching us from, or you're watching me from. And as I'm doing more lives, now I'll be able to know now, this person is from the States, and this one is in Nigeria, this one is in Gambia, this one is in Sierra Leone, Kenya. I see there's one guy is from Tanzania, my neighbor. Just, Tanzania is like maybe 8 hours drive from where I'm staying now. It could be 8 or 10 hours. I'll be in Tanzania. So we are neighbors, very, very close. I understand people in the same region like East Africans, but the whole Africa is fantasy. Would you like to see a bunch of Nigerians mixing with your tribe, tenting your border? I think it can be great. I mean, it can be great. I mean, if I can be able to mix with people from Kenya, I don't have a problem with that. That's why I want to go to West Africa. Yeah? I mean, if I had a problem mixing with other people, I wouldn't even have thought of going to West Africa. I want to go to West Africa because I want to mix with the people. I want to learn how these people that side they live. I want to experience it before I die. I mean, if I don't experience that, then I haven't lived my life. I haven't lived my life full. If I can be able to travel from Malawi and go to Thailand, I will do it. If my channel is going to grow so big that it can be able to sponsor my trips to go to Thailand, to go to East Africa, wherever I want to go, I want to experience it before I die. So if I can find people, sometimes I watch these documentaries where the cameraman goes maybe to Tibet. These people in Tibet living in the ice. I get so excited and fascinated to see the kind of lives those people are living. I say, if I can have money, I can go spend 1 week with them. Not all people are bad. If you come to Malawi, you will find some people that are bad, but you will find that there's plenty of people that are good. If I go to Nigeria, I find plenty of people that are good. If I go to Gambia, plenty of people there, but there are also some people who are bad. So I cannot um, taint the people that are good just because they of the small minority of people who are bad, and then I just label them the same. I wouldn't have a problem, to say the truth. When I go in town to buy my materials, most of the stuff that we're buying, the people who are selling, they're from Nigeria. Some of them are from Burundi. I spend a lot of time with them and I chat with them. Sometimes they will allowing me to get things on credit. Can you believe that? So sometimes the fear is what is helping us, was stopping us from being able to experience life from its good perspective. You see what I mean? Yeah, that's my opinion, and that's how I see things. And for me, I know that there will be people who I know there are people who come to this channel, they don't like what I'm doing, but the people who come to this channel like you, they like what I'm doing, and the people have got choices, and that's the way life is. Um, uh, this is a Malawi. Here I come. Family, stop using fear. Yes, yes, it's fear. I always, every time when we have a chat, me and my wife, and when we were talking about business, and sometimes she'll be like afraid, like, what if this happened? I said, no, fear stops you from experiencing the good things that are being presented to you, the opportunity that is being presented to you. Most of the times, people are failing to grasp the opportunity because of fear. Even here in Malawi, some people are afraid of YouTube. They are very, very scared. There was some people that come here and we say, we're doing video. Can we put you on YouTube? No, 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 no. I don't want to be on that thing. I don't want to be on that. Some people don't even want to see themselves on YouTube or on Facebook. But like for me, YouTube is presenting opportunities. Here I am, I'm talking with people who are in America, who are in the UK, in Jamaica, Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania. What an opportunity. You see, it's something that is wonderful. And then here I am sitting here talking about business. You see? So we have to get rid of the fear. And once we get rid of the fear, you'll see that the world just opens up into a certain kind of perspective. Yeah. As you posted a video of your equipment to the Gambian YouTubers, did they reach out to you? At the moment, most of the Gambian YouTubers, I'm not in contact with them. I do go to their YouTube channels, and I do comment, I do participate, I do share ideas and stuff. But I have a few of the YouTubers that side. I have Happy Companion. Most of the times he comes to my lives and he comments. I also go to watch his lives and comment. And the arrivals. And I shared, even when I did my equipment for the grader, I mentioned the arrivals because of the roads that one day he was fixing his road, and I was always sitting and saying, I wish I could have the opportunity to help, and with what they were doing, and it made me always to think of ideas and all those kind of things. So yeah. And then that's why I mentioned them on my video, and they responded, and they even said, Ted, you must bring one of those things to Gambia. If I'm going to go to Gambia, I'll make sure that I go to them and say, let's make the grader and see if we can make one that can fix your roads, because they've got what do you call this, a 4x4. So every now and then they can always just tow the grader over a weekend to always flatten their roads. And then the roads will remain flat and level all the time. Yeah, so even if the YouTubers, they want machines, I'm prepared to go there and help them with manufacture machine. Or if they have some ideas that they wanted someone to manufacture something, I'm always willing. That if somebody come and ask me and say, Ted, can you make this machine for me? I look at this as a challenge and also as an opportunity. Yeah, I am an opportunist. And every opportunity, I want to jump for it. Yeah. So yes. There are a couple of YouTubers that have responded to my posts, but I try to communicate with a lot of YouTubers. I follow ES, a very nice channel. They have just introduced a good channel. I watch them. It's called DIY Home and Farming or something like that. I love to watch that channel, and it reminds me of those other channels. We watch those off-grid channels that are they doing in the West, and the way they're doing it the African way, but it just makes you feel good when you watch it. Yeah. Um, uh, so it says, Jesus says, love what you're doing, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate, and I appreciate when people they follow what I'm doing, and then they also comment to say how they feel about it. Yeah, there are sometimes people who tell me, they will criticize, and open. I want to learn from my mistakes. Yeah, so thank you very much. Lady said, true Uncle Ted, more are good as warm heart. Yes, yes, many people. Yeah, do you know that Malawi is called the warm heart of Africa? Yeah, that's our slogan. That's our brand identity, the warm heart of Africa. Yeah, and as I know, Rwanda is the heart of Africa, but Malawi is the warm heart of Africa. I also said, listening from Atlanta, GA, your enthusiasm and positivity is top level. Yes. Imagine a person, when I was leaving Malawi, I think I must have been around 20 years of age. I left my home, packed my bag. It was a small bag like this, a red bag. I put it on my back, going to look for greener pasture at the age of 20 years. I didn't know anybody. There was just this white man who said, when I get to South Africa, I must just contact him and he will take me and work for him that side. I left. I just finished my high school, worked in Malawi for 1 year, saving money for this trip, and I packed my bag. My father didn't know, and my mom didn't know. It was only my brother who knew it, and I told him, don't tell them. You must tell them after 4 days, because I knew after 4 days I'll be out of the country. Imagine. So this enthusiasm and positivity with the energy started when I was very, very young. And I've lived my life like this. And life in South Africa was very, very easy for me because of the energy. Yeah. And positivity. Yeah. I can turn a West situation into an opportunity for learning. Yeah. And I'm not afraid to take a risk. Yeah. So I will sit down and think about something that I want to do. I'll look at the pros and the cons. The moment I see that the advantages are outweighing the disadvantages, I go for it. I don't even ask people for opinion. I just do it. My gut feel. I listen to my gut feel. So if my gut feel tells me, Ted, if you make this grader, I'm telling you, you're going to make a sale. And I know that once I fix that grader and one day I do a proper video, there will be some people who are going to buy it. Yeah. When I made the wheelbarrow and I discovered that the material is very expensive, but I had the belief that people are going to buy my wheelbarrows. Now people, they do buy the wheelbarrow. So yeah, you have to be positive and you have to believe in yourself. You have to listen to your gut feel. Yeah. As we are growing, we have those two voices, the bad and the good voice. So if you have been listening a lot to the good voice, you are okay, you are safe. Yeah, but if the bad voice has got a much louder, it's much louder than the good voice, it becomes very difficult. Yeah, because when there's an opportunity, the opportunity is covered with a lot of challenges. It's like if you want to go and get honey, when people want to go and get honey here in Malawi, they go at night. Because if you go during the day with the sun hitting, the bees, they become even very aggressive. So people go at night when the bees are tired, have been tired, and they're feeling cold. And then they take grass, and then they light a fire, they light the grass, and they burn the bees, and then they will be removing the honey. But during the process of doing that, they will be bitten they will get a few bites from the bee. So the people who are going to harvest honey, they get bitten a little bit. So wherever there's opportunity, wherever there's honey, there is something that's going to bite you. And now many people, they're not afraid to face those bees in their lives. They want to get the honey without facing the bees. And life does not work like that. Life does not work like that, That's what I've learned in my experiences over the past 50 years. All right. So, Masi, have you taken a DNA genetic test? No, I've never done that, and I don't even know here in Malawi where I would be able to do something like that. Um, like for us here in Africa, um, we like for me, I've never even really wanted to. I don't even understand how it works, so that somebody must get a DNA test to maybe find their ancestors and all those kinds of things. Because like for me, uh, my father is from the south and my mother is also from the south, but they are from different tribes. So in Malawi, we intermarry with one another. So if you go and do a DNA test, you might trace your ancestors, but it will be very complicated because the previous history has been a lot of intermarriage. But I know that all of us as people in Malawi, we are all Bantu, the Bantu people. So we're coming from that generation of the Bantu, because each and every language has got words that are similar. It's the same as like even in South Africa. The people in South Africa and us, we are one. Because there are so many words that they use there that we also use. I can give an example. Rains in Malawi, rain is mvula. In South Africa, rain is imvula. So in Malawi, a human being is muntu. In South Africa, a human being is umtu. So you can see we have the same language. So we are the same. It's only that after some time, then there has been some division, and also intermarrying. So the people our genetics have been mixed up. The people from America, they might have maybe some pure genes in them, because there's not been too much intermingling, because most of the people were taken from one side part of Africa, something like that. But like here, we have, like Malawi has got I can't even remember how many tribes we have. We have got so many tribes, but we just intermingle. In the future, our children won't even know which tribe they are, because we are just intermingling. Yeah. Zeus says, United States, Florida, it's better work with the people you don't agree. It's better to work with them anyway to build your community to get to your goal. Yeah. And for me, that's what I've learned also. I've learned that even the people who end up buying my products are people that maybe we disagreed in the beginning. Yeah. But I had the disagreement presented an opportunity for me to sell my idea. And at the end of the day, those people become my loyal customers. You see, so that's how it works. Sometimes a person, when you do business with somebody who's just saying yes, yes, and this, at the end of the day, they're not the one who buy from you. The one who buys from you is the one that is being very critical, asking too many questions. And when I teach people about how to do marketing on Facebook, I always tell them, if somebody asks you a question on Facebook when you are marketing something and people ask questions, no matter how silly the question is, give the answer. You must answer right away there. Don't say come inbox, answer right away there. No matter how stupid the question might sound, you give an answer. Yeah, because those people, you might think that they're asking silly questions, but they're asking because they're being very careful. They want to spend. When a person has got money and wants to buy something, they have that connection between them and the money. So they don't want to part with that money. So you have to really convince them for them to be able to part with that money. So difficult customers are the good customers at the end of the day, because they're the ones who pay. That's what I've learned. Yeah, it's like when we do business, what I've learned is, if I'm doing business with Americans, like let's say for example African Americans, you kind of feel like they are very, very difficult. Yeah, they're very difficult because they ask you very difficult questions. They want things, like they just want their things to be like direct, just like that. And the moment they just see you swaying a little bit, they can actually close the deal. They say, no, we are no longer going to buy from you. That's what I've learned. I've learned that, they want things to be straight. Even when you agree that we're gonna meet, we're gonna do this tomorrow 9 o'clock, they want it to be exactly 9 o'clock. It must be tomorrow 9 o'clock. They want their things systematically. eh? And then many people here in Africa cannot be able to handle that, because that's not how we do transact with one another. We take time to make a decision. Like if I am doing business with somebody like my fellow Malawian, I take time, I relax. I don't push them. I let them decide, come to the time when they are feeling comfortable that they can buy. But when let's say you deal with African Americans, it's like they like it or they don't like it. They're not gonna like sway here and here. They will just decide, Ted, I want this thing, how can I pay? Yeah. But for them to come to that conclusion, they want things to be systematic. Yeah. So that's how it goes. uh, Heza says, blessing to all that's coming in the chat. Yeah, all the people that's coming in the chat, if you just join us, please subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. This month I must hit 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I was watching tips on how to grow your channel. One of the YouTubers said, successful people always ask. So I'm asking you, I'm begging you to subscribe, please. And also just press that like button. Yeah. So that this can be, the algorithms can go much higher and higher. I also would like to enjoy the opportunity of having 50,000 subscribers. Every time I'm just dreaming about it. I'm just visualizing when I have 50,000 subscribers, how happy am I going to be? So sometimes I'm just celebrating, just prepare myself from when I've got 50,000 subscribers. And I know it's coming soon and it will happen no matter what, because our channel is growing every day. Every day there's somebody new that's subscribing. So that's good news. It just needs me to work even more and more and more, bring more content to make it even grow much faster. And also our views are growing higher and higher. So you guys are coming quite a lot to come and see what we are doing. Thank you very much for spending time to watch what we are doing. So yeah, let's come back to that subject. The main reason why I did this live is to discuss, to see if there is any of the viewers or people, subscribers, that are interested to buy our machines, and more especially, particularly the mechanic machine, because the mechanic machine is much easier for me to manufacture it. So say, for example, if I can land in Sierra Leone, it will be very easy for me to make the mechanic machine there. It doesn't need a lot of engineering. It doesn't need other parts like mechanic parts. So I won't need to have a diesel engine, maybe electric motor, and I won't need to have like bearings. I'll just need a few. That machine doesn't even have a single bearing. So it's just steel. There's no bearings. There's no something else that needs to be processed in a factory that I'm going to use on that machine. And the machine works perfect, and it's actually working much better than the methods that people are using that side, where they make these small molds and then they compact it and then they tilt it to make a block. But this one, you just do it manually, and it will give you 5 blocks, and it gives you very solid blocks. Yeah, because we put some weights on it, and those weights, they help to do the compaction. So it's a brilliant machine for West Africa, because I know that there people are using sand, and not many people are using quarry dust. So if you're using sand, this machine is perfect. So yeah, if you are interested to buy my machine, and you are in West Africa, we can always make a plan. But then to make it possible, it means that we should have a good number of people in that particular country, for me to go. So there are some people like diasporans who are there, who are building. They can, team up together and say, okay, we are 5 of us or 10 of us, we want the machine, and say, okay, how can we do this? Okay, then they tell me, Ted, we want to come. Obviously, I will need some deposits. You will have to trust me with your deposit, and then I can come that side, and then I make the machines, and then when I finish the machine, I give it to the owner, and then you finish the balance. And then after the 10 machines, I I would document my trip that side. After the 10 machines, the other people from other countries in West Africa, they will see, okay, Ted was in Sierra Leone. Now, why can't we ask him to come to Ghana, for instance? And then I can also go to Ghana. I will have 3 months, then I can come here, spend some time, then I can go back. I'm particularly in love with Gambia. I'm in love with Gambia. I don't know. It's because I think I'm in love with Gambia because when I started my YouTube channel, uh, I was just experimenting to share my machines. I was not getting views and all those kind of things. Then one day there is one of my Malawian colleagues. She follows me a lot. Her name is Grace. She's in the UK. So she said to me, Ted, I've just posted. I sent you a link. Can you follow that link? There's these YouTubers. They're from America. It's a good family. They are actually building using blocks. So you are very passionate about blocks, and they are struggling there. And they struggle. The blocks they are making there, they're not good. So please follow this link. And then when I followed that link, it opened me into the world of the Bag family, and I saw they were making these blocks and they had this challenge. The fence had fallen down. I said, no, I want to be part of that. I make these machines, and I saw that the blocks they were made using this manual mode. I said, I want to be part of that. I wanna even donate my machine to them. So I started trying to communicate with them, but I couldn't. It was difficult to get hold of them because maybe they didn't see my emails. They didn't see my. I tried on Facebook. I tried sometimes on commenting on the posts, but it was difficult to reach out to them. But there was a time that one of the sons, me and him, we talked and all those things, and we talked about the machine. But now the corona came, so I couldn't. But when I started watching them, then I discovered that YouTube started, giving me options of other African Americans. Then I saw that the lady from the UK. Then I said, wow. I watched she when she was buying the land. She was working to buy a plot, started building. So I started following her. Then more and more diasporan YouTubers started coming in, and it just opened another world for me. And I was always asking myself, why is Gambia having lots of these diasporans? So I started to do more research about Gambia, watching more of the YouTubers there in Gambia, and it just opened another world to me. I discovered that the opportunities that are there in Gambia and the opportunities that are here in Malawi are similar. They have challenges there, and just like we have the challenges, we have almost the same challenges. Then I said, like the way I'm succeeding in Malawi with all the challenges that we are facing. If I can be in that country, I'm sure I will be able to fit in. And the people there, they are very friendly. I see, when you watch how the diasporans, intermingling with the people, they're very, very friendly people. So I just fell in love with Gambia. So if I can get some people who want to buy my machines in Gambia, I will give them the first priority to be there. And if there's the 3 months that I want to spend in West Africa, I can actually spend in Gambia that 3 months. I'm telling you. So that's for me. I just fell in love with that country. I don't know why, but I do. I just have that feeling in me that I'm in love with that country. Yeah. So and there's a few YouTubers there that I've also come across in Gambia. There's the Nice Gambia. One day, YouTube just showed me his channel, and he was working with bananas in his farm. After watching that video, I just kept clicking to watch all his video. I watched when he went to catch little fishes in the river there. That guy just inspires me, So now we communicate. He's WhatsApp me. We do WhatsApp each other, and even in this live I'm doing here. He commented on my community post and even shared on his platform. He's one of the first people that I have to meet when I get there in Gambia. So nice Gambia, I'm coming. I'm coming. Yeah. So yeah, if you Louis says Gambia needs equipment. That's why I'm saying that the challenges that they have there, they grow. I understand they grow lots of groundnuts, and I'm just introducing groundnut sharing machine, which I'm going to be producing here. I would like to have that machine there. Maybe there's already machines there, but I would like also my machine to be there in Gambia. Yeah. So if we can just remove these lines, imaginary lines, we can just walk up and down whenever we feel like it would be great. Yeah. Uh, i- Somebody says, is there a tribe called Luba? No, we don't have a true tribe called Luba in Malawi. East Africa is the same Mutu, person, rain, Mvua. Yeah, you see what I mean? In Swahili will also have the same words like we have here. Mosoma said, that's not true. I was born and raised in USA. Did African ancestral DNA results is from West Ashanti tribe. Okay, so you're from the west side. Yeah, most of the people, they originated from the west. That's what I'm hearing. Jama Sedeka, hey Jama, thanks for being here. Jama is one of my Malawian friend. We grew up together. Yeah, so he said, so proud of you, bro. We were in the same class when we were young. I'm so happy that you're here, Jama. Thank you very much for being here. Uh, do it, Ted, and don't stop. Make sure to keep doing what you love, and it will inspire the youth or the ones who want to build to make a change. Yes, yeah. I want to be the change that I would like to see. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Greetings from USA, so too. And Memory Colimbo says, watching from UK. Could you do more farm visits, please? Oh yes. We're planning. We are going again to Balaka because it's almost harvest time. So I want to go there to sit down with them, and then we are going to see if we can do this time after the rains. We are going to do some irrigation. Yeah, like on the previous video, I said I wanted to close that river, and a lot of people criticized. They said, oh, if you close that river, you're gonna deny the people on the other side water. But I don't understand how I'm gonna deny them, because once I close and the water fills up, it will start overflowing. It will still flow, So they will still get the water, But only that I will have trapped the water that was moving during the rain season. And when I go there, I also want to discuss with them to see if we can build a small dam that we can be pumping the water from the river and storing it in that dam so that we can use it for farming. So we should be able to farm after the rains have stopped. We can be able to farm for another 6-7 months. I want us to grow some vegetables there. Yeah, so I don't want my people at home to struggle anymore. They must have money all the time. Yeah, and I'm also designing what's called a silage maker. So it's something that we use to make a feed for animals. So our cattle we will be able to make a feed for it using that machine. So that's what I'm going to do. So yes, I'll do the farm videos. I'll also try to look around here and see people who are doing farming, and then I can go there so that you can watch what they're doing. Yeah, so I'll do the farm visits. My ideal is to work with you people, whether you get along or not, to build and uplift the next generation. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. You will find good African people that wants to move forward. There are some of us who don't. We just want to stay where we are, but there are some people who want to move forward, and those are the people that you should connect yourself. If you follow your gut feel, when you interact with a person, you will be able to feel that this is the person that I would like to work with. Just like many of you have felt that it's you would want to work with me. It will be the same thing. There's plenty of people like me out there, here in Africa, lots and lots of them. It's difficult to find them, but yeah, they are there. So you will find people, good partners to work with. Yeah. So, and the best way to come to Africa to do something is to work with somebody who's on the ground, who knows the way, who knows how things are done, and you will learn much faster that way than for you to start from the scratch on your own. It will take a few years for you to really understand how things work. Yeah. Um, uh, so Somali DNA videos, and they have no West African DNA. If there is other DNA, it's from North Africa. Yeah. So yes, that's how it is. My idea is to, let's stay on topic family. What King Ted is discussing. Yeah. That the main discussion, like I said, is like if there's any other people that would like to buy our machines in West Africa, please shout and let's see how we can do this. And if you have any suggestions of how this can be done, please share your ideas. Yes, and I'm also open to answer some questions because I know a lot of people, they are very passionate. Some of you have decided you want to come, like Jama is in the States now. So he might be wanting to come back to Malawi. He can be throwing a few questions here and I can answer because I know there's many of my fellow friends that I grew up with. They are in the US, some are in the UK, and they're my age, so we're growing. So I'm sure they're thinking there that, hey, I need to go home. But sometimes there's that fear to say, hey, where do I start? I've been away from home for many years. Where do I start? At least Jama, he comes to Malawi quite often, but there's some, they left and they never came. And they have that perception that, hey, if I go in Malawi, I'm going to suffer, life is tough and all that stuff. They don't know that the experience that they have that side, bring it here. It's diamond, it's money. You use that experience that you got there, you come here, you make a lot of money, I'm telling you, because you bring a new perspective of doing things. Whatever lifestyle you are doing there, how you're doing your things, bring it here. Don't listen to people when they say, no, this is Malawi, that is not going to work. Don't listen. When I came back, I heard a lot of that. It will never work. Ted, you can't do the way things that are done in South Africa. It will never work in Malawi. I said, no. The things that I learned are things that are advanced. So yeah, I want to do the advanced thing. So I did it. And a lot of people have learned a lot from my experience. And I'm seeing a lot of people, they're following suit and they're doing the same. Many people didn't even want to do marketing on Facebook. Now we're seeing a lot of people using Facebook to market themselves and make sales even. Yeah, so if you are a Malawian, you are watching me, and you have been wondering how can I get home, I can always answer. You can inbox me, you can email me, and then I can always help you. But you can even ask questions here. I can answer. There's plenty of opportunities in Malawi. There is a lot of things that we need to do in this country, and it needs people who can take risk and people who have got the skills to actually come here and do the things. And there is Malawians who have never gone out of Malawi, who are doing great things in the country even. So there's plenty of opportunities. Anything you can think of in Malawi is an opportunity. Anything. You want to come here and drill boreholes. I want to tell you the idea that I've been having when it comes to boreholes. I'm trying to design a machine that will drill water, and it will be a portable machine. And most of the people who have got these machines for drilling, they bring in the big machine, the big truck. And now, if you want to take a big truck and come here in my area to drill a borehole, you tell people that they must pay you 3 million. Yeah. Now, not everybody is going to have that 3 million to have a borehole in their yard. But if you go in all the areas, 47, 49, all over 44, people want to drill boreholes in their yard because sometimes water is a problem. Now, if you can come buy a small portable thing from China, the small portable drilling machine, you come here and you charge reasonable price. Yeah. Let's say, for example, you're charging 1 million. I'm telling you, the day that you're going to advertise on Facebook that you are going to be drilling boreholes for 1 million, the list is going to be endless. I'm telling you, the list is going to be big. That's the opportunity I'm seeing. If I can design a borehole driller, a small one, portable, and I can drill 30 meters or more, and be able to put a borehole and charge for 1 million, I'm telling you, I'll have business. I will be so busy that I will need to even maybe make more machines and employ people to be doing it for me. That's how much of an opportunity it is. Even in South Africa, yeah, in Cape Town, they in summer they get a lot of problems in terms of water, up to the point that some municipalities encouraged people to make boreholes, but people are failing because they also, the people who are drilling boreholes are charging a big amount of money. So if I can have I can design this portable drilling machine. There's a guy I saw on Facebook he's digging boreholes by hand in Cape Town and is making a lot of money. He digs a well and he puts a pump in there. He's making a lot of money. Lots of opportunities here in Africa, I'm telling you. Yeah? If you are in America and you can be able to get a stone crusher, yeah? You can crush stone to make quarry dust. Do you know how expensive quarry dust is here in Malawi? Because in Lilongwe, it's only like 3 or 4 companies that are producing quarry dust. There's two Chinese and there's some Italians who are selling as the quarry dust. And quarry dust in Malawi in the beginning was a waste. Before we started making blocks, there was mountains and mountains of quarry dust because they didn't even know what to do with it. Even Malawians, we didn't know that we can use quarry dust for building. We were using sand. Now we have learned that we can use quarry dust to make blocks. We have learned that we can use quarry dust to make to build our houses. When you go sometimes to buy quarry dust, you have to wait. They are crushing the quarry dust, and you are waiting for that quarry dust. That's how people are buying. But you know what they have done? These supplies, they're charging quarry dust very expensive. Now, when I started with blocks, we were buying it at 650 kwacha per ton. Today we are buying it and it's going towards to 9,000 kwacha per ton. Can you imagine? So imagine if you can bring a small portable machine and then you find a place where you can get some stones, rocks, and you start crushing, just crush quarry dust. You are going to be in big money. You just put that price down. You bring that quarry dust maybe somewhere around maybe 3,000 to 4,000 kwacha. You will make a lot of money in Malawi. Lots of money. And I was talking the other day. I said the quarry dust, our government should regulate the price of quarry dust if they really want to fight with, if we really want to fight with climate change, because quarry dust is a waste. It's not a product. It has just become a product because now there's demand, but it's waste. The actual thing that those people are mining is the stone, the pebble stone. The quarry dust is just a dust that is just coming out of there. So our government should tell these people and say, you cannot sell quarry dust more than 3,000 kwacha. And if they don't want, governments must help these engineers who are finishing from the university, help them to get these big machines and tell them, as long as you're going to sell your quarry dust 3,000 kwacha, you can run these machines. And then tell them to pay off that machine to the government. Then we will be buying from them at 3,000 kwacha. Because even at 3,000 kwacha, they're going to make a lot of profit. And then if quarry dust is at 3,000 kwacha, everybody is going to afford to build his house with cement blocks. This is how we should be doing it. But unfortunately, there's, bureaucracy, these paperworks, it's impossible to do it that way. But imagine if it can be done like that, how many jobs are going to be created in that industry? Yeah? How many trees are we going to save? Plenty of trees, because if you want to build your house using bricks, it's going to be very expensive. You see what I mean? So it will be very, very expensive. But then if you're building with with cement blocks, it will be cheap because the quarry dust is now cheap. Yeah, so it's not only, if we want to reduce the cost of building with blocks, it's not only the cement, it's also the quarry dust. So these manufacturers of quarry dust, they have taken advantage of the demand to push the price up. Somehow they believe that if they push the price up, they'll make a lot of money. But what is happening? Few people are buying the quarry dust. But if they reduce the price, there's going to be demand for quarry dust. They will even quarry dust will surpass the quarry stone that they're doing, because the most sales is going to come from the quarry dust. But that's not how they're seeing it. And it looks like they connive with one another, because if this one raises the price, that one also raises the price. Very soon we'll be buying quarry dust at 10,000 kwacha. And that's very sad, very, very sad. All right. What it says, that doesn't answer the question. Those people could have told lies. I don't know where this thing is coming from. Watching from UK, could you do? Oh yes, about the farm, please. Ted, do it, Ted, and don't stop. Make sure to keep doing what you inspire the youth. Yes, I've read that. Keep the fire burning. I was born. Okay. I saw somewhere. Yeah, Gambia needs equipment. Consider setting up shops in various African countries where people can rent your machines. That's what I want to do. Renting out machines, I don't believe that the renting of machines is a good business in Africa. I don't think it's a good business. If you let's say for example, you are in diaspora, you want to buy machinery, you want to come here and you want to be renting it out. I don't think I can encourage you to do that, because I don't think it's a good business. I think the best business would be, most of the people who are renting out equipment here in Malawi, what they do, if they are renting out, let's say, for example, the compactor, they have a team of people, that works for them. So if I want to hire a compactor, they'll bring the compactor with their own guy. So this guy is going to be the one who's going to be operating the compactor. That's how it's done here. It's not like the way you do it in the West, because in the West, if somebody hires a compactor, you take it home yourself and you operate it. Here, it doesn't work. You will be repairing your compactor almost every month. It will always get broken. So people don't take care of things. And sometimes you will have to go yourself to collect the compactor, because they want to bring it back. So like for me, I believe I cannot make my machine. I would have had machines all over the country, hiring them out. But it will just give me a lot of stress, because I'll be running around trying to find where my machine is, and I'll be running around repairing my machines. Sometimes the machine disappearing without coming. I did hired my manual machine before. I used to go and collect my machine myself, because people never wanted to bring it back. So that's a problem. But I believe the best business I can do with my machines is, I've done a video on my channel which says making blocks on customer site. So we can take the machine to the customer site, we make blocks for them, we charge them the labor, and then we bring the machine back with our own team. That business can work. But hiring machines out, it will not work in Africa. It works in South Africa, but there is a company that hires out equipment in South Africa. They even opened here in Malawi. I think they closed. They are not open anymore. It's not a good business this side. Yeah, so those kind of businesses are not good. Car wash is not good business. It's a business that gives you something, but it's not a big business like in America. So don't think about car wash in Africa. It's not going to work. Yeah, but opening a garage to fix cars, money maker. There's big money in it. Yeah. Hazel said, wow, this is so good. Hi from Houston, Texas. Hazel says, blessings. Junior says, big up, keep doing your thing, keep the videos going. Much enjoyed here in the UK. Oh, thank you very much. I'm happy that you're enjoying our videos. There was a time when I was thinking, do people really like what I'm doing? But now we're even getting more and more views, shows that people are enjoying what we are doing. From Houston town, as well as the north side of Houston. Okay. Redemption says, love you, my brothers and sisters. The abundance of community coin built by us from us to redeem us. Read the white paper, invest, Rastafari, love. Rastafari. Yeah. like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for reminding me as well. Please, if you just joined, like to grow the algorithms, share the video, and also don't forget to subscribe. Be in the community. When we post, I want you to get the first news that we have posted a video. I'm gonna share very soon a video about the solar. Eddie was with me. I was doing a video following him doing the solar. So I just wanna put it together. I'll share it. At the end, we're gonna interview him to tell us more about the solar, because I know there are some diasporans who are diasporans see you on the video, and I put your details. They are definitely going to reach out to you, and you can get some contacts here. So yes, so I'm gonna share those videos. My wife is busy with a vegetable garden, so I would like you to be following. We are doing it organically. We're not using fertilizer, so we are taking manure, goat manure, and we're mixing it with the soil, and we're planting our seedlings there. So we want to see how they're gonna grow, so that you can see how rich the soil of Malawi is. Malawi is a very fertile country. We throw a seed on the ground, it just grows. Yeah. So, what about installing pumps? They are smaller than boreholes, and each house can have its own. Yes. If you can start a business, buy yourself a borehole drilling machine, a small one. Don't buy the big one. You can buy a portable one. Start with a portable one, and then you bring some solar submersive pumps, and then you just target in going in the suburbs here, where people are staying. Like for myself, if somebody can tell me that they can drill a borehole for me for 1 million, I will make sure that I save money for that person to do it for me. And I know that my neighbor will do it, the other neighbor is going to do it, and plenty of people are going to do it. If it's affordable, people are going to do it. I don't know why people don't just go for charging a lot of money. I don't know what happens there, because I know that you just need the machine. If it's using diesel, with diesel, and diesel, when you run diesel engines, they don't use too much. By the time you finish drilling a borehole, you might use maybe 10 liters of diesel, and 10 liters of diesel, it's less than 10,000 kwacha. And then you're charging 3 million. I don't know how this balances, because if I can start that business, hey, they won't like me, because I'm gonna be very affordable, and I know I'll make a lot of money. I will lower the price to target the people from our suburb areas here, because people in the suburb areas are failing to drill boreholes. Yeah, so people need these facilities. What about installing pumps? Are you talking of fiberglass? I don't know. Fiberglass. I don't know why about the fiberglass. Louis Virginia from northern VA. He's talking about quarry dust. Oh, I was talking about quarry dust. Quarry dust is when you take the rocks. I don't know what's the name of that rock that is used to make tarmac. If you take that rock and you crush it into dust, it's called quarry dust, because that stone is called quarry stone. So the dust from that quarry stone is quarry dust. So that's what I was talking about. He's talking about quarry dust. We call it gravel. Yeah, the gravel stone. So if you crush it to dust, that dust is being used to making cement blocks. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Lorian says, is it possible to build without cement? Cement is not eco-friendly. It's possible to build with all natural elements. I know that in Europe, there are people who are building their houses without cement. They just ram soil. But even the ram soil, they also put a little bit of cement. The challenge is for you to build here in Africa a house without cement. The climate change. Our climate is changing. The rains we are getting today, when I was young, we never got rain like that. It's coming very heavy, and it's pouring very heavy, and it comes with a lot of winds. So many houses, mud houses, are just falling off. So if you're going to build without cement, I don't know. The technique that you must use has to be very good, because where we're going, the weather is going to get even worse and worse and worse. Because in my 50 years, I've observed how the weather has changed in Malawi. So I know the rest of Africa it is like that. I've seen in West Africa the rain, there was a lot of floods, and it floods a lot that side. So yeah, climate is changing. So you need to build your structures very strong. And if you introduce techniques of building without cement, I don't think many people are going to buy that idea. It won't work unless it is diasporans who are moving to Africa. I'm seeing a lot of diasporans, they want to go through this natural type of building. Yeah, so if you are servicing those people, you will get business. But people like us, we want a strong house, because we know how the rain and the wind blows here. We know how it flattens your house sometimes. So yeah. Virginia says, thank you, I'm taking notes. All right, it's nice, good that you're taking notes. DC says 929, renting machines is a brilliant business model. It is a brilliant business model, more especially in the West. And even in South Africa, when I was there, when I wanted to do some work at the house, I used to go and hire a compactor. I used to hire, the drilling machine, the thing is, when I was there, I hire, when I finish, I take it in my car, I go and deliver. It doesn't work like that this side. Many people, they will take your machine and they will finish, they will just throw it away. They've done their job, they'll just throw it behind their house. And when you call them, they'll just tell you, I'll bring it tomorrow, until you yourself decide, let me go and take my machines. So imagine you have got 10 machines, they have gone out, and then you must eventually go and collect the machines yourself. And when you come back, you'll find that the machine was left outside, it was in the rain, and it's been damaged. Kids there, they were playing with it, and then you have to start servicing that machine. And so it's a tough business to do here in Africa. It's a brilliant idea, but here in Africa, like I said, the best way to do it, you have your own team. So if somebody wants to hire, your guy will go there and operate the machine. When they finish, he's going to bring it back. That's how you must do it. So it means that you have to have staff that you must pay, that must be going to operate, like operators for your machines. Even if it's a drilling machine, you have to do it. Otherwise, you will be very sorry. They will be working outside with a drilling machine and it's raining, they will just leave it there. And then the rain will damage it. And then what will you do? So that's the problem. Just do it and stop talking. Yes, when you want to do something, just do it. What's up, crypto? And like for myself, I don't just talk, I just do it. I was telling people I want to make the agriculture processing food. Today I went to buy materials. I don't even, I'm going to, there are people who want me to make a machine for shelling soya beans. And I advertised that I'm gonna make these machines, and people are excited, they want it. But guess what? I've never made one. I don't even know how to make one. And I bought the materials. I'm gonna start building it. I'm gonna be learning on the way. And you know what? I will get the deposit from the people, because I know no matter what, I will make it work, and it's going to work. You see? So I don't just talk, I do it. So most of the things that I say I will do, I do it. How much to set up a quarry dust business? I wouldn't know, because the machines for making those quarry dust, you can't find them in Malawi. You have to buy them maybe in America, you have to buy them in China, and they are very expensive to buy. Yeah, so like you can start with a portable one, like the one that you put on a trailer and you tow, and you can start with that one. And I'm telling you, you start with that machine, in the next 3-4 years, you will be having tippers, you'll be having bigger crushing machines, you will make a lot of money. I know of a guy who was selling cement blocks. They started with a small machine that they bought in South Africa. Today they have tippers, they've got flatbeds, they are rich guys now. So there's a big money in the industry. People rent out equipment at the hardware stores all the time. It's lucrative. I know. I know. Uh, that's Zeltha 4. I want to ask you, the people that you're talking, is it here in Africa? Because if it's in Africa, I'm sure if you're in Africa, you will tell me that in South Africa. In South Africa, it's possible to do it. But I don't know. Maybe in Kenya, it's possible to do it, but many people have tried it in Malawi. It doesn't work. And even me, I tried with my manual machine. It gave me too much headaches. I don't like to have that kind of headache. It's too much headache. It's too much headache for little money. So it doesn't balance with the trouble that you go through. And yeah, so for me, I must say the truth. I wouldn't do a machine hiring business. Uh, and it will depress me. I would rather make the machine, sell it. Or you want me to make blocks, I'll bring my team, we make the blocks for you, you pay us, then we go. But for me to give you my machine to work with it, I wouldn't do that business. I must tell you the truth. uh, how much to set, just peeping out the scam of the week. I don't know what scam of the week is that. Yeah, are you trolling at your best? Are you trolling at your best? Um, you can't rain on another man another man parade. You can't rain on another man parade. I feel you just listen to these people and don't vet. So Hazel, when are you going to donate to his project? Yeah, you have to train your people. Yes, you have to train them so that they can do the business for you. DC says just look up some machine here, USA, between 4,000 to 5,000. You see? So if one can buy that machine, you bring it here. If you are in diaspora and you want to come to this part of Africa, yeah, because like the East Africa, buy that machine and bring it. I'm telling you, you are not going to regret. There's business in there. Crypto walk, we are going to block your last. Yeah, that's how it works. Some people, uh, some people, they are like that. So we just go on. Legoness says you will also have the problem of the renters renting out your machine. Yes, of course, for a profit, creating even more wear and tear on your machine. Yeah, that's what is going to happen. Some people are gonna also do the business on your like take advantage of you, and they will come and hire it somewhere else. As I said, King Ted, don't entertain this straw. He has nothing else to do. I don't even know what he's talking about, so it's not even bothering me. I don't even know what he's talking about, who or whoever it is. This is Hezo Eugene Wanda. Thanks for the info. You're welcome. Um, uh, I think I should learn how to block people like that. I think I can block him. Yes, I think I can do that. I can remove him. I think I've removed him. Did I? I must find a way to get rid of him. Ted, do you have precision machine tools like lathes, milling machines, drill presses in your workshop? You could scale up the business that way. Are you partnering with investors? Okay, this is what has happened. I participated in the Grow Malawi competition, and in that Grow Malawi competition, they selected about 12 companies, and we were offered 40,000 US dollars. And with that 40,000 US dollars, you had to select what you're going to do with it. So for me, I wanted to get a lathe machine. I wanted to put solar in my workshop, and I also wanted to do a lathe machine, solar, and plasma cutter. I wanted to buy a CNC plasma cutter. And the money that I've used to build the workshop, some of the money I've used to build the workshop, and then the rest of the money that I had, I wanted to buy a lathe machine. But unfortunately now, with this corona business, with what has happened and the economy in Malawi, the dollar is become a bit expensive, but also it is scarce. So we are not getting foreign exchange. So I had to weigh between a lathe machine and solar. And I got some quotations with a company in South Africa that it was going to supply me with a lathe machine. And then the challenge was they said they cannot deliver to Malawi. I'll have to go to South Africa and collect it myself. So a lathe machine is a big thing. It's about almost 2 tons. It's a heavy thing. So for me, even in my car, I can't be able to carry it. And even for me to get a container to bring from South Africa to here, with the money that it was costing, the lathe machine was costing about, in South Africa, it was 10 million. So I decided to, I also had agreed with one of the hardwares. And by the time I was getting the money, they told me that, Ted, you have to put more money because of the dollar. Yeah, the dollar, Malawi kwacha is weak now. So with the money that I had, I knew that it was going to be a problem. So I spoke to one of the Chinese companies in town, and he said that he can get me a lathe machine in China. But now what happened was he showed me the machine that I was going to buy, and then the machines were second hand. The machine in South Africa for 10 million kwacha was a brand new machine. But this guy was showing me second-hand machines, and those machines were costing about 16, I think it was 13 million kwacha. So I felt like buying a second-hand machine for 13 million kwacha, while in South Africa there's a much more modern machine for 10 million kwacha. I said, no, I can't do that. But now time is going on, and some people want me and said, Ted, very soon the dollar might even become very scarce, and the kwacha might drop, and you lose your money. So I had to make a quick decision. So I decided to invest the money into solar. So I've installed solar. So I will be showing you the video. I think you've seen also a teaser I've shared of of Eddie installing the solar. So making a decision to put the solar in my workshop is still a good decision, because I spend 10,000 kwacha a day for diesel. So which is like I spend over 3 million kwacha a year. So 3 million kwacha is over 3,000 US dollars a year that I'm spending on diesel. So with this solar, I'm gonna save 3,000 US dollars. So I can use that money for something else in my business. But in my business, I have welding machines, I have grinders. I've just bought a saw. I don't know whether you call it a secular. It's a bandsaw. I bought a bandsaw. I've got a pressing machine. I've got a plasma cutter, the manual one, and I've got. I'm not using the. I've got 2 plasma cutters. I'm not yet using them. I want to make a simple CNC, almost like a CNC machine, but it's just not even a CNC, but it will be something that I'll put a plasma on there, and then it will be moving so that I can be cutting my steel. Because currently, if I'm cutting my 6mm, I take it to an engineering company to cut for me. So I'll use my plasma cutter to cut that. So I also got a MIG weld, and with this MIG weld, I just need a tank that I must buy for gas. Yeah. So yes, those are the things that I have. Milling machine. I also need a milling machine. So when I need to do any milling, anything to do with lathing, I go to the engineering companies, and it's very expensive for them when they are becoming even more and more expensive nowadays. But drill press, I've just bought one also, the one they call magnetic drill press. If you can Google magnetic drill press, I bought it from Enco. I bought that one also. So it looks like it's a very good machine. I'll be using that also. And I have some woodworking equipment. I've got a bench saw for wood. I've got hand saws. I've got a couple of tools for wood. Even what do you call this? The one that you do the edges. I've got that one also. Yeah. So yeah, I would like to. Are you partnering with investors? No, at the moment I don't have any investors. When we were getting the funding, I had people who were interested in investing in my business, but I didn't go well. So I don't have any investors in my business yet. Yeah. Lim Hopper says, I like you 2 buildings, especially the workshop. How much would the total cost of building like that be in Tanzania? I don't know. The workshop that I'm building here has used about 3,000 cement blocks. That's the amount of cement blocks that I've used here. I've spent somewhere around 8 million kwacha for this workshop. So it wasn't a lot of money because I built it myself and I made the blocks myself. So that's why it was actually much cheaper for me. Yeah, so you will need about 3,000 cement blocks to build your workshop like this one. And the steel that I've used here, I was using the 50 by 100 like RHS, but I didn't use a lot of that steel. Um, so I think in Tanzania, I don't know how much it costs to the cement in Tanzania costs, the quarry does to make the blocks, but I'm sure in Tanzania it will be cheaper than in Malawi. And that I'm sure of that because you are at the port, most of the things that you buy there are cheap. I'm sure steel is cheaper than in Malawi. Uh, Luis says, folks in the chat, hit the three dots next to crypto walk name to block him. Okay, so let me see. There's one that says report, remove, put user in time, hide user, add moderator. There's no block one here. I would like to get rid of him, but there's no one that says no. I can't see the one that says I must. Oh, is it hide user on this? No, I can't see. I will learn how to block people like him because they spoil the mood. Hazel says, please do. Um, I'm interested in farm equipment. We'll definitely stop by next time. Memory call Limbo. Yes, please come. I'm going to be sharing the prices on Facebook today of the machines that I can make. I'll be able to make. Then once I make the machines, I'll be sharing the videos also even on YouTube so that people can see the type of machines we are going to be making. We are going to make a lot of agriculture equipment because there's a big demand with agriculture equipment. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, but more especially like for the algorithms. Block 929, do you do private consultations? If so, how much? I'm not doing any private consultations yet. I've opened what we call that platform where you can be sharing and have people to pay. I opened an account there, but the problem we are having is if you want to pay me, it will be difficult because at the moment I want to also open a PayPal account. So if I've got a PayPal account, then I can start doing the consultations. But I'm sure if you can pay me through Western Union, you can pay through MoneyGram. But I'm not doing any consultations yet. I'm still trying to build a package so that I can be able to do the consultations. But at the moment, I'm just sharing the information. If you want to learn something, I'll share to you free of charge. Yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. Yeah. Okay, most of the prices I was mentioning is in Malawi kwacha, not in US dollars. Yeah. Make me a moderator, King Ted. How do I do that? Can you WhatsApp me? Please WhatsApp me, Hazel. Let me share my WhatsApp. Yeah, Hazel, you can WhatsApp me and then we can discuss. Then I can make you my moderator. Let's see. Fritzl says, "Do not buy second-hand." Yeah, that's what I figured. That no, I would rather do the solar now, and then when I've saved enough money, I can go and buy a brand new lathe machine from South Africa. That's what I'm gonna do. But I don't think it's a good idea to buy second-hand equipment like that. But he was saying the second-hand equipment that he was gonna get me is a very good second-hand machines. Let's Innocent Chikuma says of Innoson Motors has a high school education and build a rising car vehicle company in Nigeria. You start from the bottom and rise to the monolith. It's true. I've watched them right from the beginning. When they were making those, like almost like go-kart cars. I used to follow them a lot. I was very much inspired by the father, what he was doing, because he used to have functions every year and showcase their innovations. And they've inspired me. That's why I'm busy building my utility vehicle here. It's because of them. I figure out I can also start from somewhere. You can get somewhere. You have to start from somewhere. Yeah. Uh, did I share this? Okay. Oh, you have got it. Yes. Yeah. You can do. Yeah. I'm gonna look at how I can do the private core consultants. Um, you must come up with suggestions. What do you want me to be consulting you with? And then I can come up with a package for that. So please share the suggestions of things that you would like me to share with you. And then we come up with a package. And then maybe you can be doing your payments, you can be doing it through Western Union or MoneyGram. Yeah. It's high time that we start also earning some money. You can't just be working hard and hard, and you don't reap up the rewards for your hard work. Yes, yeah. So there are some people who would like to support the channel. You can use Western Union. You can use MoneyGram. You can just use my name, which is Teddy Gwerepeta. My name is Teddy Gwerepeta, and then my area is I say in area 25C, sector 3, Lilongwe. Malawi. All right. Okay, I even forget on the title. There was somebody who suggested that when I put my title, I must also mention the location that we have from Malawi. So I'm actually live streaming from Malawi in Lilongwe, the capital city. Yeah, so that's my name, Ted Gwerebeta. My area is area 25C, sector 3, Lilongwe, Malawi. So for those who in the future you want to contribute to the channel, Western Union or MoneyGram at the moment. And I'm also going to try and see if I can open a PayPal account in one of the days. Sure. Yeah, so if there's any people that wants our machines in West Africa, please give me a shout. I've shared my WhatsApp. I can open a group, then we can discuss and then see how we can do it, that I can be able to come that side and make the machines there. It's high time we do this. As for Gambia, I still had some people that I had in talk with, and I'm going to revive the talks with them and see if we can continue where we started from. So we might set up something that side. I'm really interested to come that side. Yeah, so I might be going to South Africa one of these days, and then from South Africa I can go fly to Gambia. Yes. Yeah, so if you have got any questions that you would like to ask me for now, please do, so that I can answer the question. Hello, Ted. I missed most of the live Merlin show. I think what we can do is you can WhatsApp me your details, and then whenever I'm going live, I can be sending you a message to tell you that I am going to go live. Yeah, so that you don't miss anymore. This is says do private consultation and charge per hour or half an hour. Please vary your knowledge. You are giving away for free. Yeah, I'm giving. Since I started my business, I've been sharing free knowledge. You can go to my Facebook profile, Ted Gwerebeta. You see that I share knowledge almost every day, all the time. So I've been doing this now for many, many years. Even while I was in South Africa, I used to share free knowledge, and it has helped me a lot. Sharing free knowledge doesn't make me lose out. It's because it opens doors for me. There are so many people that end up doing business with me and contributing to my businesses and stuff like that because of sharing free knowledge. Yeah. Memory Columbus said, thanks, Ted. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you very much. But don't forget to come to see our agriculture machines when you have got time. Regardless, you were here last time. I'm pleased that your focus is pricing for all to be able to afford, including locals. Yes, you are a blessing and will continue to be blessed. Yeah, when people are packaging their prices, they're only most of the times aiming at the people who are on the higher level. The people who are on the middle and the bottom, they don't think about them. So yeah, that's why I'm thinking if I can make, if and when I make the borehole drilling machine, I'll be targeting those people. Did I get what? Let's see. So, thank you, Ted. I will be touching bases with you, very wise man. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Uh, uh, as I said, that's why the Most High continue to bless you. Yes, I do get blessings from what I do, and I can actually attest to it. Uh, 9 to 9. Okay, everyone's path is different. I'll make a donation. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And here's Eugene says King Ted's number. Yeah, the number. Yes, I've shared the number. If you can scroll up, you'll see my number. I shared it already. What are biggest challenges you face as an entrepreneur on daily? Hey, challenges. Oh, challenge number one is to share the vision with people that works with me, and that's a big challenge. Yesterday we had a meeting because it looks like sometimes people lose their vision, and I know that I'm working with young people. My team, they are all under 30 years of age. It's only Wallace who is over 30. Most of them, they are even under 24 years of age. So at this age, they are still experimenting. They're still finding themselves. So working with me, it becomes a conflict. The reason why I'm saying that it's because I am a person who has experienced. When you grow, you reach my age, you come to a point where life is like a movie. There are some movies that you watch, you actually know how the movie is gonna end. Yeah, you know that because of experience. Huh? You've watched so many movies. In this movie, the black guy is gonna die first. In this movie, this is what is gonna happen. So that's the age that I've lived. I've reached. I am able to know that if we do this, this is going to happen. If we do that, that is going to happen. But the young people that I'm working with, they're still young. So when you tell them, don't do this because that is going to happen, they don't believe you. They think that your ideas are odd and all that stuff. And when it happens, then they say, boss, you were telling the truth. So that's the main challenge. That's the biggest challenge that I'm facing. And then the second challenge that I face is getting materials for the products that I'm producing. Malawi we don't manufacture most of the things. Almost everything comes from outside. So when people buy things to sell in Malawi, they buy things that they think that people are going to buy. Now, the things that I'm making, because I'm manufacturing and not many people are doing the type of manufacturing that I'm doing, I find it difficult to find suppliers. So most of the parts of my machine I get from scrap. So I have to go to scrapyard to salvage some of the parts. Like the shafts that I use for vibrating, I get them from the scrap. I can't get them in a hardware or shop. So that's one of the challenges that we are facing. And the other challenge is that I think that we as entrepreneurs, more especially like us, we were in manufacturing. The powers that be, they are not yet seeing the advantages of supporting us. Yeah, because if they, for instance, I shouldn't be going to West Africa to go and say, okay, let me go to West Africa and start making my machines there, because I'm struggling to send my machines to West Africa. Because I personally believe that there should be a department that should take care of people who are doing things that are export ready. Now, if they say, okay, these are guys are doing things that are export ready, there should be a special department that facilitates how to help the people like us. I might be struggling, but maybe it's very simple. So how can we? In the past in Malawi, we used to have what they call Malawi Export Promotion Council, MEPEC, Malawi Export Promotion Council. This was a department which was a subsidiary of the government that was looking after Malawi's exports. So whenever there's a trade fair in outside in Malawi, in Europe, wherever, these people will take things from us, whether it's like agriculture products, they will take these things and they will have a pavilion at the trade fair there to showcase our products. And their job was to be the middleman for people who are doing things that are for export. But this department, I think it is closed, it's no longer there. So I am on my own now. I have to try to do this. If I want to sell something in Tanzania, I have to find a way myself. And that's when I'm now coming to this point where I must say, okay, I will have to go to West Africa and then make the machines there. And it's sad because if I am there, I might be paid there, and that money is not going to be able to come here. But if I'm doing it from here and I'm sending it that side, that money definitely will have to come to Malawi. Because if you are buying in US dollars, you're going to send and I put in my account in US dollars. But that US dollars, I'm not going to touch it as US dollars. I'm going to touch it as Malawi kwacha. So that US dollar is going to go to other departments that they are going to use for foreign exchange and all those kind of things. Oh, my battery is almost done. I need to be close to so that I can be charging. Otherwise, the computer is going to die. So you will have to excuse me. I need to move and be somewhere where there's power, so I can be charging. Because when my computer shows me that the battery is low, it won't take even 5 minutes. It's going to be off. Let me move. And I'm almost done anyway. But yeah, I need to answer these few questions that have been asked here. Yeah, I'm in the workshop. So all right, so I just want to connect the power. So yeah, it's Friday today. I think is it Friday? Today is this. All the time. So all right, now we are charging, so it won't cut off from us. Can you be able to see me? Should I put the light at the back off? Okay, I'm sure you are able to see me. Yeah, so those are the challenges that I'm facing. I'm lucky. I have customers that wants to buy from us, and they trust our products. So in that part, I don't have a problem. The marketing, I'm using Facebook, and the marketing is good. I do get business. I used to have challenges when it comes to transport, but now I've got my own vehicle. But another thing is also I have got with the solar, maybe now I'll solve that was one of the challenges. I'm not using the grid, so I was using diesel engine. So ever since I started my business, I've been operating a diesel generator. So I spent something like 10,000 10,000 kwacha per day. So it's a lot of money. So those are the kind of challenges that I've been facing. But if I can be able to um, motivate my staff to a point where they understand what are the goals of the business, what is their future. I think things are going to get much better, because that's where I get the challenges. We not just to share the vision of the business, because sometimes people don't believe. They don't believe, you know, the setup of your dream. If people can't understand it, they won't believe it. Yeah, so that's the problem. Uh, yeah, those are the Timvani. Those are the challenges that I face. I don't know if we have explained very well. It is the challenges are how to share the vision with the staff. Number one. Number two is to get support from. I think if I'm not mistaken, Tivani, I don't know if you are in South Africa, but like in South Africa, you find that everything is all well organized. If you want to ship something outside of South Africa, it's very easy. You know, if I was operating like in South Africa, I wouldn't even have gone to West Africa. I would have been shipping my stuff that side. So, like for us to be able to get that kind of support, to be able to export our things outside the country, those are the challenges that we're facing. And another thing is for us to get materials for our products. And we have to go to scrapyard and get our materials. We can't get them in the shops. And then it becomes very difficult in terms of foreign exchange for me to get the foreign exchange to be buying those things from outside. You know, and also because there are not many people in my field. If I want to buy something, you know, like in a small amount for a small amount, the suppliers outside Malawi, they're not going to accept because the stuff is too little. So I need to be buying like a full container. So I haven't reached a point where I can buy stock for my business as a full container, not yet. Yeah. Marlene says, okay, you have my WhatsApp contact. Please send me a message when you are doing a live. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'll be sending you. Limbo Hopper says, there for sharing free knowledge. The more you give, the more you receive. I have shared knowledge every time there is an opportunity, and nothing but growth and reward came from it. Yes, and you know, people also you establish trust with people, and trust is the best. I always say trust is the best commodity that you can have to sell to your customers. And if you can't be able to sell trust, you are in big trouble. You won't be able to do any business. So yeah, you have to be sharing information, be open, transparency. You must have transparency. Yeah. It's good to have young people, especially if they can see your vision. Yes. You know, the young people, although they sometimes they fail to see the vision, but at least they are flexible. They are able to embrace change. So if we have a system that we're using in the business, if tomorrow I come and say we are changing the system to a new system, they are not going to be rigid. They are going to just embrace that change without any problems. So that's why I like to work with the young people. Yeah. Have you? Yeah. How much money will I need per month to live there with some family of 6? Okay, accommodation. It depends on where would you stay. That's number one. Are you gonna stay? Me, I'm living in I can say middle income area, because we have the low density area like area 44, area 43. Then we have area 47. You know, which are low density area. And then me, I'm in the middle of low density and the high density. And then we have the high density areas. So if, say, for example, you're living in my area, you will be needing to have, if you, with a family of 6, you need to live in a 3-bedroom house. So you will be spending somewhere from 150,000 kwacha to maybe 200,000 kwacha, 250, if I'm not mistaken. That's the amount of money you will need every month. At the moment, the dollar, I think it was the $1 was 89 kwacha, 890 kwacha, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so 100,000 kwacha will be $100. $100. Yeah, 100,000 kwacha. I think so. So you will need something like $300 for a month rent. Food. When I go to ShopRite, because we're using here ShopRite, we have food lovers. If I go to ShopRite, we are 3 of us. To fill a trolley, I can fill a trolley with 100,000 kwacha. 100,000 kwacha can fill, you fill the trolley. It will give you most of the essentials that you need for your groceries. For I don't know how many days if you fill up a trolley yourself, how many days it's gonna take you. But yeah, you'll be able to fill a trolley with about 100,000 kwacha in the shop. So that is to have things like you buy yourself meat that you can buy for the whole week, or even for 2 weeks meat. And then you buy things like sugar, tea, and all those kind of things. Those groceries that you need in the house, you fill the trolley. 100,000 kwacha, you'll be able to fill that. So food, accommodation, you need somewhere there around maybe 400,000. But then fuel, transportation, for a liter, we are spending about 1,200 kwacha, I think, somewhere there for the liter. 1,000, yes, so it's just above 1,000. Where I'm staying is 15 kilometers from the city. So yeah, you can just do your calculation that 15 kilometers, that means from you to town to go and come back is 30 kilometers. So if I'm going to buy materials for my business, I drive 30 kilometers. So I buy fuel for 10,000 kwacha to go to town and back with my pickup. So it depends on which kind of vehicle you are going to use. So yeah, so let's say $300 to $500, you can use it. But now you're saying about family of 6, you might be buying more than a trolley. Maybe you do buy 2 trolleys. I don't know how many trolleys you have to buy when you're buying groceries for the month. Yeah, so that's how much it will cost you. As I say, promote yourself. Ted, in 5 years, your company will become a big industrial engineer conglomerate. I see the vision. Yeah. The idea was that in 5 years' time, we'll be producing the big mechanic cement block machines, those big ones that you see with conveyors and stuff. And we will be building, we'll be doing agriculture equipment like the small little tractors that people can use in their farms. And we will also be building utility vehicles that people can use for harvesting. And then most of the agriculture machinery, we will be able to also do those kind of things. That's the dream that we have in the next 5 years. And we will be exporting all over Africa, West Africa up to East Africa. And our products are going to be all over Africa. So I might be having some shops or branches where I'll be selling some of my equipment. Yeah. Marine says maybe it would be a good idea to bring back an organization. Can you elaborate on that one so that I can understand what it means to bring back an organization? The priest of Angonia said, "You are doing a good job in our motherland. Keep it up." Thank you very much. Thank you. I am busy here marketing Malawi. I'm busy selling Malawi to the world. Yeah, so we need to be more YouTubers who must be selling our country to the world, because the only way we can grow is when the world hears about us and know that there is Malawi and it exists. Yeah. Uh, the green thumb says, oh, what did I do? Having that council back would actually be great. It is a struggle that just simply trying to send things out of Malawi, and you want to give up the moment you are told you will have to involve government. Yeah, I hope that they will bring that Malawi Export Promotion Council. I don't know what happened. We removed so many of the things that were actually helping us. We took them out. So I don't know, but I hope that it will come again. Timvan Vunene said, Ted, Malawi is sleeping giant that needs to be awakened. It has opportunity that needs to be exploited. I'm telling you, we have a beautiful, beautiful lake. Very, very beautiful. The water is blue and it's crystal clear. And I was speaking to my guys today. I said, you know what, Malawi is a very rich country. I was comparing Malawi with I think it was the Seychelles or Bahamas, and I was saying Seychelles and Bahamas, they are islands, very, very small islands, and these islands, they depend on the sea, so they depend on the beach there, and that's what is bringing money to them, foreign exchange. They know how to use the beaches in that area to bring money in the country, up to a point that these countries are richer than Malawi. Malawi has also got the beach, beautiful, and even more beautiful than those beaches the sea, the beach at the sea, you cannot compare with the beach at Malawi. Swimming in the sea cannot be compared with swimming in the lake, because you're swimming in fresh water. We have that lake, and it's a long stretch of beach that we have in Malawi. If we can also sit down and say, okay, how can we, develop this lake shore like the way they've done in Bahamas? Send our people. They have done it before. I remember when my father used to work for Malawi Export Promotion Council. That time when my father was working for Malawi Export Promotion, I remember there were people that were sent to Mauritius, sent to Seychelles, sent to Bahamas. The people who are working in the tourism industry, they were sent to those countries to learn how they have done it. But our guys, when they go to learn, it's a holiday for them. And those people will be going in the conference, they'll be talking to them, they'll be sleeping like this. And then after that, they wake up, they go to shopping, come here in Malawi, they say, I was in Mauritius, we went there to learn how they do the tourism. They just take the documents that they brought, put them in the drawer, close it, they forget about it. But they're supposed to go and learn the ideas and say, how did Mauritius, when you learn that how did they start? Because we need to start from where they started, not where they are today. Because if we aim to be where they are, we won't get anywhere. But let's see, how did they start? What humble, like the way I started my business. If somebody can say, now I want to be doing business and I want to grow my business like Ted Werebeta, and they start from the level that I am, they're not going to make it. But they should follow me on Facebook and say, well, how did Ted start? They will see I started selling a manual machine and running up and down. So they will learn how I started growing, how I started, bringing in ideas and growing. So you also have to start from there to learn from there. I even talk about agriculture, for instance. Malawi has got very fertile. You are going to learn how fertile Malawian soil is from my garden. You will see how my vegetables are going to grow. We have got very fertile soil in Malawi. But the mistake we are doing, we want to go straight into commercial farming, like with big tractors and all those kind of things, like the way they're doing in South Africa and those countries. That is a mistake. We need to understand how did those people in South Africa start? Those countries that are doing agriculture, how did they start? That's where we should start from. You know, our people in the villages who are living close to the river, they should start learning how to do the shadow, how to irrigate using the shadow. In India, they're still using primitive farming methods, but India is producing. I understand now India is going to be selling wheat all over the world. Most of the farmers there, they're using primitive farming methods. You see? So that's where we should start from. You know, well, we start with the simple methods of farming and we start growing, we start learning new ideas, then that we're getting money, then we can start building, buying the much more advanced equipment and we move forward. But if you just bring a tractor and give it to a farmer here, one, he won't even know how to maintain the tractor. Yeah? You bring them the Ferguson tractor, the big one, they won't even know how to maintain it. And there isn't even places where you can maintain that tractor. But if we start small, then we'll find that other people are going to start learning how to bring in, they will start bringing the smaller tractors. And some people will start selling spares for the smaller tractors. And then we start one step at a time. So Malawi is indeed a sleeping giant. But we should learn to start from humble beginnings. You know, we start from scratch. We are behind, yes. But if we start from behind, and then we can move somewhere. Look at Rwanda. They didn't just suddenly become where they are today. We've watched them step by step as they were advancing, but from humble beginnings, you know, to where they are today. So yeah, we need to start looking at saying where are we doing it wrong? We have plenty. Comparing with Mauritius, Bahamas, we have good soil, we have wildlife, we have the lake. They only have got the beach there. And we can do any type of farming. We can farm macadamia, we can farm anything in Malawi can grow. But we need to start thinking on how can we do this. Yeah. Hit the family, share, subscribe. Yes, hit the like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. If you're new here, please don't forget. I see the likes. There's 25 people, but I've got 64 likes. That's good. A good thing. Okay. How much are your wheelbarrows and block making machines? Okay, the wheelbarrow, we are selling it at 140,000. I must admit, I can say it's the most expensive wheelbarrow in Malawi at the moment, but it is the strongest wheelbarrow in Malawi at the moment. So I'm selling it at 140. The reason why it's so expensive, we are using the tire of the tuk-tuk. I don't know if in West Africa, they're also using this three-wheeler that they use as a taxi. I'm taking those tires and I'm putting them on the wheelbarrow. So because they are vehicle tires, they are very expensive. So that's what's making the wheelbarrow to be very expensive. But now the wheelbarrows that are being supplied in Malawi, the challenges the people are facing, the tires are not strong. So I decided to bring in a wheelbarrow that had a very strong tire. So that's why I'm using those tires. So it makes the wheelbarrow very expensive. And then the metal that we're using, the normal wheelbarrow uses 0.8 millimeter sheet. We are using 1.6 millimeter. So it's a very strong wheelbarrow. So that's why we're selling it at that price. The machine, we have the manual machine. We're selling it at 75,000 kwacha, which is just under $100. And then that's the 150 block. The 200 block, the bigger block, the manual machine is at 90,000 kwacha. That's around $100. And then the mechanic machine, the manual one that I just made now, it's 1.2 million, which is just over 1,000 US dollars. And then the diesel machine is 1.8, which is just close to 2,000 US dollars. And the petrol and electric is 1.5. So which is like 1,500 US dollars. Yeah, that's how the machines are selling for. It's all by design. Yeah. Your workshop looks like a New York City loft. Very nice. Yeah. In fact, that's what we did. I've been watching those loft, even my house. One day I'm gonna do a tour. I'll show you my house. It's actually a loft. So I love the loft styles very much. So even this place, a person can rent, and then where I'm standing here could be the sitting room and the open plan dining, and then there's a kitchen there, and then on the top there that can be a bedroom because it's got a bathroom there. And then you can walk there. You can have a place where you can have a TV room, or, watch TV there, and all those kind of things. Yeah. So that's what is happening there. It's a loft. Uh, do you have to pay when you visit the scrapyard? No, visiting the scrapyard, I don't pay, but then I have to buy the scrap. So yeah, it is the charging nowadays. When are you expecting to leave for that admired country, Kenya, as you say, to explore more opportunities that might come in your way? No, if I can find some people in Kenya, they say they want my machine tomorrow, and I will try to start making arrangements that I must go there. If the opportunity happens, I can leave anytime. That's how ready I am. Yeah. Hello, Storm says hello. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Please hit the like and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Harigane said, in the West, we are taught to charge for everything, even general info. You will continue to prosper with volume rather than higher prices and few clients. Yes. Volume is very important. You will always receive referrals. Yes. I know that in the West you can't get free information. You have to pay for information all the time. But you see, the problem is business here in Africa works differently. We adding Ubuntu in there, humidity in there. So people sometimes in Africa, people won't buy from you because of your mentality, your attitude. Yeah. While like in the West, a person can be a rude person, but people still go and buy from them. I mean, the person, you walk in a shop, they won't greet you, but you still go and buy. But here, if a person comes, you don't greet them, they're not going to come again tomorrow. So it's a different ball game. Different ball game. So that's why we share information so that you establish trust, so that the people can also buy into you. The organization in government that helps people like yourself. Yes. Um, I would love to visit please come and visit. When you are visiting, also let us know so that you can come and visit us here at Block 929. Tim Van Venen says, as an entrepreneur, I have learned that it's not about profit, but a relationship you create with your customers and money will come. That's exactly what I was just saying right now. Yeah. You see, more especially here in Africa, people can stop buying from you because they don't like your attitude. Straight, even if they need your services, they would rather starve themselves just to support you if we have got a very bad attitude. Yeah, so yeah, you have to be very careful this side. That's true, Ricones. How many machines do you have right now? Maybe I'm a bit late in the conversation. At the moment, I have a few machines. The mechanic machines, I've got two of the big ones, the 5-dropper, and then I've got one of the 3-dropper. But there was people who called me today there was a guy, even maybe now he's paid. He wanted to pay some money for the machine. He asked for my account number. So there was another lady. She said Monday she's going to take the 3-dropper. So by next Monday, I might have sold all of those. The mechanic machine that I just introduced, I sold it. I'm just buying materials now to try to make another machine. So, and then I've got the wheelbarrows. I'm busy with making about 13 wheelbarrows I'm busy with. Yeah, so I don't have a lot of machines at the moment. You have to crawl before you walk. Exactly. You have to start from the ground. Paul Fisco said, I have a quick question for you, Ted. How do you make sure that your employees are following safety measures at all costs? Um, where is that? How many machines do you have? Okay. How do you make sure that your employees are following safety measures at all costs when making gizmo machines in a case you are not around? It's a very difficult thing. When we're talking about safety, it's a very difficult thing. And I'm telling you, if there is somebody who has managed to make the people to follow safety guidelines, I would like to go to that person and learn from them to see how do they do it, because if a disciplinary action is to fire, you will keep on just firing people because they will never adhere to the rules of the company. You know, I don't know. With us, we're struggling to make people follow instructions and follow guidelines. It's very difficult. But when I visit my friends there, I've got the engineers that are doing my machines. Engineering the parts that I use from the machines. They are Egyptians. When I go there, everybody's wearing safety, and when they're doing the job, they're doing safety. But when we come, and it's this Ubuntu that we're talking about, because when you want to communicate with people, you want to communicate with respect and all those kind of things, and then they take you for granted. When they work on the other side, they get shouted at and they get screamed at. So they are always so nervous with those people. But with us, we can't scream at the people. If we scream at the people, then it's also going to make things even worse, because they won't understand why a person like me is now treating me the way he's treating me. So it's very difficult when it comes to it. But what I've taught them is, I've given you glasses to wear when you're grinding. I've given you glasses to wear when you're welding, and I've given you gloves, and I make them sign. If you get injured, it is your responsibility. So if you are going to have something going in your eye, you didn't wear glasses, you can never take me to any court or whatsoever, because you signed here that I've given you and you're going to wear the things. And I make them sign, and even say, if they don't have glasses, they wear, like wear shields and all those things, they must not work and come to me until I buy them the new stuff. So they've signed for that. So if they get injured, if a hand is cut off and they didn't have gloves, there's nothing they can do, nothing that can happen to me. And that they understand that. So I told them, if I'm not there, you're not wearing your glasses, and you're not doing putting me on the safety, it's your own problem. So whatever happens is your problem. Ojueni says Malawi should invest in agrotourism. Yeah, Malawi should invest in agrotourism. Large-scale farming has destroyed the soils in the first world countries. India has figured out that primitive farming methods are more sustainable. That's true. I always talk about this, even on Facebook. I always write about this. I say, if we want to learn agriculture, let's learn how the Egyptians did it. And people think that is crazy. In those days, many years ago, the Egyptians were able to do irrigation, and the people from all over the world traveled to go to Egypt to get food. And it's a desert, and the food was there because there's a river there. And how did they manage in those ancient days to make an economy of Egypt prosper? Why can't we learn from that? You see? And if we start from those grassroots, I'm telling you, because Malawi, the farmer is a villager, is not a commercial farmer, is a villager. So we can't give them advanced farming methods. So if we can go and learn those Egyptian methods and teach these people. I saw one of the video people were doing irrigation in India. They took cattle and they tie it with a plank, and then there's a spinning thing. Then they just hit the cows. They're just going round and round and round, and it's pumping water the whole day. And we have a lake, and people can't do any irrigation. It's very sad, But there they use anything to irrigate and grow their rice and all those kind of things. Isabel Joel says you can be a Wodemai of Malawi. Wodemai is to promote Africa while you promote Malawi. Keep up the good work. Yes. That's what I want to do. I want to put Malawi on the map. I want to be one of the people that are contributing on putting Malawi on the map, because I'm not the only one doing it, but I want to be one of them. Yeah. Peace from BK, New York. Okay. The word Blessings Junior Lewis. Is that about $50, $60 to wheelbarrow? Yes. The wheelbarrow is $140, so it's just over $100. It's over $100, because $100 is 89, I think, something like that. It's over $100. So it is a very expensive wheelbarrow. Wish you can get investors in your business ventures. Yes, I'm sure when I'm ready for investors, I am going to be able to get some investors in the business. Ernest Ulaya says, just joining in, how many bricks does the diesel machine produce per day, roughly? The diesel machine can produce 1,500 blocks per day. Yeah, so it does make a good number of blocks. Rodiam Richardson says, I'm curious, what is the cost of the block making machines? I've just shared their price, just a few minutes. I'm sure you saw it. Yeah. Yes. Can this type of block be painted if one desire to do so? I've seen brick walls painted on without plastering. I want to know if you can work with your blocks. Blocks, you can mix the qualitas with stena. It's called it's called oxide. So you choose the color you want to mix. When you're mixing this, the cement and the qualitas, you mix together with the oxide, and then you get the color that you want. But I don't know where you can get it. In Malawi, it's very difficult to get that oxide. Tivani said, Ted, is it expensive or cheaper to run and operate? Let's see. Is it cheaper to run and operate a business in Malawi? It is expensive to run a business in Malawi. But then the opportunities, there are so many in Malawi. So, like, for example, for me, it's very expensive to make a wheelbarrow. It's costing me it's about 110,000 kwaja to make the wheelbarrow. Now I'm selling the wheelbarrow at 140. But the opportunities to sell that wheelbarrow, that price are plenty. So you can see, to buy materials for your business is very expensive, but the market is there. So the opportunities are there. In the other places, things are expensive, but then it's difficult to find the market. But here the market is there. As Eugene says, Rwanda story is amazing. Malawi is a powerhouse, a sleeping giant. Yes. One day Malawi is gonna rise. And I'm sure Malawi is on the way now. That's why we're having the storm. When this storm is over, we will be somewhere. But now, I just can't be able to leave you guys, but I think I've been online for over 2 hours. So I need to go. Otherwise, my wife is going to be upset with me and saying, what are you doing there in the workshop? Are you gossiping about me? Yeah, so I will be doing more of these lives, and I'll try to be finding good topics that I can be sharing with you. It was, I think, a very good session. You were very, the interactive was very good. We were engaged. You asked me questions. Can you create a website and just list your products to be viewed? I know purchasing using that venue is not possible right now, but at least your products can be viewed. You can create a free site. Yeah, I'll do that. But have you checked my page called Gizmo Innovation on Facebook? Yeah, that's my page, Gizmo Innovations. I know many people are not on Facebook, but for those who are on Facebook, just go and check Gizmo Innovation. You see the amazing work that I've been doing in Malawi. It's a very interesting page. Just go and check it and see what I'm doing. I've been doing. I haven't been active there, but those are the things that I've been doing. Can people super chat donations when you are alive? I don't know how that works. Um, the super chat, I need to do some homework to learn about it because when I go to some live sessions, I always see people donating their money, but I don't know how that works. Yeah. Uh, Lots of great info. Thank you for the lives. You're welcome. I'm always willing and able, and I will try to be thinking of good topics that I'll be sharing with you. So yeah, so thank you very much for staying with me all this time. I really appreciate your time and also for the questions that you've been asking. It has been engaging and I enjoyed it. And for those who want to buy our machines, you can WhatsApp me. I shared my WhatsApp number. Please WhatsApp me and then we can discuss. And then maybe if there is a couple of you guys, I can come to your country and I can come to make the machines there. I am prepared to travel now. I'm ready. Yeah, because just a few years ago, it was just this corona that was causing a lot of problems. So yeah, so we'll see you again maybe day after tomorrow or tomorrow Saturday. Tomorrow I might be live with my wife. We'll see because we normally do it on Saturday. If we don't do it tomorrow, we might do it on Sunday. You can also suggest when we are the best time for us to do lives. I know that for those in America, the best time to do live is 2 o'clock in the morning. But now that means I have to wake up 2 o'clock in the morning here to catch you guys after you've knocked off from work and you're at home relaxing. Because I know some of you, you're still at work, if I'm not mistaken, or you are just knocking off from work in America. Yeah. Lots of great info. Thank you. And Zoel, if you want to do some donations, you can do it through Western Union and also you can do it through MoneyGram. Yeah, I shared my address and my name, so you can use that. You can also get more information through WhatsApp. So thank you very much. You have to excuse me. I have to go. Um, Maybe we can discuss solar setup for when we are building in the motherland. Thank you so much. Yeah, we have to do that. I'm going to share the video of the solar that we installed up there. And you are going to watch the video and see everything, how it's done. All right. So thank you very much. I need to go. Stay blessed. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. But don't forget to like. Yeah, the advantage of Malawi, it has untapped market. Yes, there is plenty of market. I will be sharing more of the opportunities. One day I must just take a camera and then we'll just walk around in the city, in the markets, so that you can see what is going on in Malawi. Malawians are very enterprising. They love business. So they're doing too much business. I think 70% of Malawians are self-employed. Those who are on the edge of earning something, they're self-employed. Very few people are employed. This is says, Reganus, are you building in the motherland? Okay, but please forgive me. I need to end this stream. And I know it's exciting. There's so much to share, so much to absorb, but I needed to go. Thank you very much. Bye.